Shalom, Kol Aloyim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachakudash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. I just wanted to make a video concerning this video that I found on TikTok by a dude. His name is Steve Ram. And I just came across this guy not too long ago. But he seems pretty resourceful. He's always putting up some kind of news or breaking news, whether here in America or globally. And he just seems pretty resourceful, definitely bringing out good stuff, somebody you can tap into if you just wanted to keep up with what's going on in the world. And he's going to talk about the warning that came from the FBI concerning drone attacks on U.S. cities. And it's at an odd time, of course, where the World Cup is over here in the States. And on top of that, you had this UFC event at the White House, and there's supposedly some kind of attack on that day as well. He's going to tap into that too. But a lot's going on, a lot of things that seem fishy is going on, and we just know in the spirit that Esau Edom is definitely planning something. And so we have to keep our eyes and ears alert. We got to keep our head on a swivel because anything can happen at any time. You never know. They're throwing things out there, but who knows what's going to happen. It's all according to the Lord's plan. So let's check out this video and even one more, and then we'll grab some precepts.
Preparations underway right now to secure the matches for the FIFA World Cup. FBI Director Kash Patel says drones are one of the biggest potential threats.
Some of these actors can just pick up a drone online and cause irreparable harm or damage or violence with little to no planning. And
Iranian hackers claim that they have now breached the FBI's World Cup drones and are issuing chilling threats to team buses as they are saying the attacks are about to begin. That if there's going to be an attack on the United States, it is likely going to be a drone attack coming in. The concerns are that these right now could be scoping out, which is the warning we heard from Handala, and then another wave coming in with payloads. A pro-Iran hacking group has claimed that it has breached the FBI's drone program that is being used to defend the FIFA World Cup. Handala claimed that it has gained access to the system and was watching the footage the Bureau is taking as it monitors games from above. The hackers also issued a chilling threat saying, "We don't like these teams at all," as the blockbuster tournament kicked off on U.S. soil on Friday. Now, it comes after the group claimed that it had infiltrated several California cities' water systems in another attack on the United States. So again, the concern is specifically in California again, and you'll recall as well that there has been a lot circulating around California. In fact, we recently saw some arrests for some ISIS-related individuals in the state of California. And this is the same group that says that they hacked FBI Director Kash Patel's email accounts. The FBI has seized drones near Los Angeles World Cup venues, and you can see that drones and lone wolf attacks are the key concern of the FBI as they work to secure the 11 World Cup cities. You can see here also, just a couple of weeks ago, FBI arrests 3 men who allegedly pledged allegiance to ISIS, funded drone attacks targeting U.S. troops overseas as well. So we are hearing that right now there is escalating concern. The FBI is issuing out this warning as we're hearing that hacks are taking place, and they are claiming that they have overtaken FBI drone surveillance. Now, from the skies to the streets, the feds are bracing for the World Cup threats across the 11 cities.
Preparations.
Yeah, so of course the World Cup is over here. Kicked off, I guess, sometime last Friday, he said. And now the FBI is warning of potential drone attacks on the different cities in which the World Cup is going to be playing out, I guess. And so, of course, once again, just things to look out for. We know we're in a time in which Esau is going to come down with great wrath. And that can look like, it can look like anything, to be honest. I mean, is it going to be another big 9/11 attack? Potentially, but who really knows how it's going to go down? You have so many things happening, so many different prophecies taking place. All we can do is report and continue to watch. Because like the scriptures say, and we're going to read, no man knows that day. So no one really knows how it's going to go down. We just know that we're extremely close, and all the signs are pointing to Esau doing something. Probably trying to make himself look like he's a target, make himself look like he's the good guy, and people are coming against him, and look what just happened to us, and now we're bringing in our solution. And the solution for everything is going to be that chip. It's going to be the microchip. You take this, things are going to be okay. You'll get your money back. You'll get a job. Who knows? Start making some money. You can buy and sell again, so on and so forth, right? But all of this is what the Romans, even the Greeks, called bread and circus. It's just a whole bunch of entertainment, whole bunch of folly, just to get you your mind off of what's really happening behind the scenes. And with that being said, we'll check out the next video from this guy that really goes into just that. So let's check this out.
Officials telling Fox a network of nearly 24 suspects has been identified, with at least 5 people in custody. The alleged plan included explosive packed drones hitting buildings near the event, forcing a mass evacuation and steering crowds toward a pre-staged sniper team. A second wave was then planned to storm the White House gate.
5 people are in custody right now for an alleged plot, I should say, to attack Sunday's UFC event at the White House.
We know that there was a plan to take drones that had explosives attached to them and potentially use them attack the UFC event on Sunday night, to then use sniper positions throughout Washington, D.C. to potentially attack people fleeing. And from there would have potentially been a plan to either breach or attempt to breach the White House gate.
The FBI arrested multiple people across several states, including 2 from California, charged with conspiracy to commit murder.
This is very, very dark stuff. This is what happens when people turn the rhetoric up so loud that disagreeing with somebody is a cause for violence. That's the place that we've come to, unfortunately. I think a lot of my Democratic colleagues in Washington have got to look themselves in the mirror and say, why is so much of this political violence coming from our side of the spectrum?
Hello, everybody. It is June 16th, 2026.
Yeah, we'll pause it right there. He's just going to give a nice recap and give his opinion on it. But you saw it. Apparently, the FBI stopped these potential drone attacks and potential sniper attacks throughout D.C. On the day of Trump having that UFC event at the White House. And, you know, as of right now, all these things they're being stopped, they're being talked about, and it's just a potential type of a threat. But one day, something is really going to happen. And that's what we're here to tell you. One day, and that day is extremely close, something is going to happen. And we know that we're close because all of the end time prophecies are currently taking place at the same exact time. All there needs to be is some type of event that allows Esau to really push and damn near mandate that chip. That's it. That's all we're waiting for. And so continue to watch, and like we're going to read, watch and be circumspect and pray, because it's going to come as a snare on the entire world. This is Luke 21, verse 34 in the NLT on the right side. It says, watch out. Don't let your hearts be dulled by carousing or carousing and drunkenness, and by the worries of this life. Don't let that day catch you unaware, like a trap. For that day will come upon everyone living on the earth. Keep alert at all times, and pray that you might be strong enough to escape these coming horrors and stand before the Son of Man. And just like Habakkuk says, look, these things may seem like it's tarrying, but it's not going to tarry. It's not. For surely it will come to pass. So Esau is going to do something that makes it so that he's able to really usher in his new world order, and that's going to be spearheaded by mandating that chip, the mark of the beast, upon everybody. And that's not just going to happen here in the U.S. The chip is going to be pushed globally, around the entire world, because that's what the elites want. They want a system to where they can control everybody on the earth. But prophecy focuses heavily on Babylon the Great here in the States. So continue to be alert, continue to watch, because the only thing that should be on our mind is being able to be strong enough to stand when Yahushua returns, and being protected, just like it says, or escaping from these coming horrors. And that's what it's going to seem like for a lot of people. It's going to seem like a horror story. It's going to seem like a nightmare for a lot of people, asking those questions: why is this happening? Where is this coming from? What do we do? What's going on? Where do we go? Right? When is it going to stop? All those questions, those W questions, especially why. Why is this happening? It's going to be a big one. And it's going to feel like it just came overnight to a lot of people. And they're going to be thinking about the day before. Yesterday I was just on vacation, or blah, blah, blah. I was just out with my girl, family. And then boom, all of a sudden, their whole worlds are going to be flipped upside down. But if you're watching and you're preparing for this spiritually and mentally, when it comes, it's not going to feel like all of a sudden type of ordeal. If anything, if you're a part of the hopeful elect, you're eagerly awaiting for this to happen, because you know that this is all prophecy. It has to play out, which means that we're closer to Yahushua returning and the kingdom of heaven being established here on earth. Let me grab Mark 13. So it's not like we're talking about these things and we're saying, pray that it doesn't happen. No, we're praying that it happens quickly. We're hoping it happens fast. So we can get out of here. This is Mark 13. Let me see. That's cool. Mark 13, verse 32 in the NLT on the right once again. However, no one knows the day or hour when these things will happen, not even the angels in heaven or the Son himself. Only the Father knows. So two different entities are not the same person. You have the Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, and the only begotten Son, whose name is Yahushua. Only Yahweh knows when all these things are going to take place and when things are going to really go down. Not even Yahushua knows, verse 32 said. Verse 33, and since you don't know when that time will come, be on guard, stay alert. Be on guard, stay alert. And that even goes for the women out there. You claim you believe, well then you should be watching as well. The only difference is that it's the job of a prophet to report when they see certain things. But by no means is anybody that's a part of the hopeful elect supposed to just be going about their daily lives and not watching. Because if you're not watching, that means you're not eagerly awaiting Yahushua's return. And every single last one of us should be hastening that day. Male or female, it doesn't matter. But if you're a prophet, you should be watching and reporting so that the elect can more easily stay in tuned. That's the difference. But be on guard and stay alert, it says. And how do you stay alert? By continuing to ask the Lord to increase your faith, right? Asking him to forgive you for your sins. Continuing to pray without ceasing, like it says. If you are a male, if you are a prophet, you make your videos, you go out there, you hit the streets, you offer your bodies as a living sacrifice. And you continue to be diligent in your watching, in your reporting, not being slothful. And you can really read the rest of the chapter. To be honest, it goes into the same exact thing. Man, we'll read the last two verses. Don't let him find you sleeping when he arrives without warning. I say to you what I say to everyone, watch for him. So watch out. So Esau Edom is definitely planning something. You have a lot of bread and circus happening right now, different events and entertainment that's keeping people's eyes off of what's really important. But us of the hopeful elect, we have to put on as the elect, meaning we have to keep watching as we're commanded to do so that we're not caught off guard. So Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect. Kol Haloyim, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rachakudash. Shalom.